wear a hat, sometimes play chess. And when I'm out, I'm looking for that vintage fling. But all complexions that I adore, so hard to find, these seem impossible to score. So I dream on to someday find that vintage love. I kept on looking, but everyone's such a bore.
Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Nicole Cole and I love all styles. I love mixing vintage, antique, new, and I love different styles. I love cottage, I love farmhouse. But today we are going to work on this mantle area. I had shared a haul with you guys on Thursday, and I was going to show you some more pieces that I picked up to add to the mantle area. Now I'm not going to do the cabinets down below. My husband and I have not quite finished those yet. I do want to allow him time to build them out, and I'm not going to rush him. I'm just so thankful that he's going to help me to do this because I'm just scared to do it by myself. So, once again, we're going to do the mantle. I've already added my 2x4s on either side, and they're just standing. So I just have them up there to cover the bottom. Now, on this side, I don't really have a cord, but this side I do, and it does hide any cords. But I do like the extra wood on the mantle. So I thought, I have this large area right here, and I have a sound bar that I cannot cover because we love our husbands. So I'm gonna kind of fix this area, and I came up with this. I've had this huge wooden shutter for some time, and I thought, why couldn't I lay that up against the wall just the way I am doing the 2x4s? So that's what I'm gonna do. And I have two different sides, of course. This one's a little more faded. I think this is probably the side that was kind of weathered when this was hanging somewhere. I'm going to use this side because it's darker, and I'm just gonna prop it. Want to make sure that I get it even. And I love that. Love that. It just adds so much warmth. Let me back y'all up just a tad. I feel like I've got y'all centered up now. And I wanted to add some interest in the middle. And I'm going to move the camera from side to side. And we'll do the whole mantle area together with all of my pieces. But I want to do the center first and then move to the sides. So, because I want y'all to be able to see everything. So I want to add more wood elements. So my thought was, I have this old frame, and I've used it many times. It's got a nail here where I've hung it and put a wreath or something. But I thought with the white and the different colors of the wood, it would be really pretty on the mantle. So I think I've got to be very careful not to block that sound bar. And then I have this really pretty picture of sheep. Y'all know I love sheep, and sheep is wonderful for Easter or spring, I believe. You know, feed my sheep. That's always what I hear, and so that's my job. And I always keep the sheep out just to kind of keep that mindset. But I think they're beautiful for Easter, and they're so farmhousey to me. And I'm just gonna layer that in front of this. I love that look. I love the layered look. Now I need to work in this area. And my thought was to add my gold bunny rabbits. So let's get those. I have this really pretty blue book, and my thought was to put the book in this area and then layer in my bunnies. And I love that look. I have to kind of work with this piece right here. That's the way when we built this out over the existing mantle, we had to do it that way because the boards were only so long. So I love this, but I really think, don't y'all think it needs some greenery? Let's play with that. I have this garland piece that I had picked up from Hobby Lobby years ago. I love this. I have cut it in little pieces and I use it a lot. I was watching Amy Fritz, and this has been years and years and years ago, and she had this in her chicken nesting box. So I bought me one to go in my nesting box. You do have to kind of fill it out a little bit just to make it real full, but I love the look of it. It's real wispy, so it's not like so heavy in your face. But let me pull this out. And I just go down the stem, just pulling them apart. I do have this piece here, but I always keep that just in case I want to hang it, so you can hide it. So I've got it all pulled out. I'm just going to drape it. Now see y'all, I love that. It added some interest that now I'm thinking, do I need some white? So like I said, as much as I love this, it's dark. And I have some white around the frame and in the back behind the sheep. So I have this really wispy white flower, and it's on a really, this is not my favorite piece of all time, but I love the wispiness of it. I really wish the limbs were more realistic. I bought this at Hobby Lobby years ago. I've seen it there, so I'm sure you can find it. But I am just going to stick that kind of behind, but standing up, if that makes sense. So I want my pieces to go like this to bring your eye up. And I have a tag on there, and it's going to drive me nuts. I got it. Yay. All right. So once again, I'm just going to add it open where it covers, not covers, but it does stand up into this area right here. So I may have to just kind of bend it. And that's exactly how I wanted it to look. It's very wispy, but it gives me the hint of spring behind my bunny rabbits. Now I want to kind of start filling in my brown pieces. And I want to start with my whiskey jars. These are my whiskey jars that I have. And I want to put them at the ends of my shutter. Now I'm going to back y'all up just a bit. I want y'all to see the big picture of it. I want to fill this in and then move from side to side. So now I have some more brown pieces. I have this piece, and I'm going to play with it right here. I don't know. That doesn't look bad, but I think... Y'all remember this one? I'm going to turn it around just like this. I'm going to put it right here. Oh, that is so pretty. Now, I think I have my centerpiece done, so I'm going to move to the sides. Do y'all remember this piece? So pretty. I think I'm going to put it right here. I don't think I want that here. I love the greenery in this area. It's really pretty. I'm going to add in my little piece casserole dish with the lid. I kind of think I want to leave that as it is and move to the other side and play with it. So when I was placing this earlier, I kind of laid that over here, and I thought, you know, that would be pretty here, but I think I want to move it in this area, kind of like I did the other one with the lid on that side. This is just an old amber jar, and I put the same kind of greenery that was on the other side. And I'm just gonna slide that in right here. And that's really pretty. Now you can see I already have my candles here. I'm gonna back you up. I already have my candles here, and I think I like them, but I wanna move them in slightly. And you see how I have them now? You see how the tall one's in the back? I love that look, but I think since the TV is so high, I want to bring this short one on this side and pull this one out. So it's up, down. I know there is method to my madness, but I love that roller coaster or hill and valley effect. Now, you know, on the other side, I did a picture. So I want to do a very large, dark brown picture on this side. And I really think this is the one. I love this one. It makes me think of my grandmother, and I'm just going to put it right here. And I like the fact that I have this one on this side, and you remember the bowl with the lid on that side? It is the same design as this. So I'm swapping them back and forth so they're not like side by side, and it gives your eye a different look. Now, I did want to add some smaller pieces in here, so let me think about that. I picked up this clock. I picked up this little clock yesterday. It is so stinking cute. This is very similar to the one that I had on my nightstand when I was a little girl. I think it's called the Big Ben or the Little Ben. Big Ben. I can't see. I don't have my glasses on. But I want to add a pop of gold on this side. So I think I'm just going to move this over ever so slightly and give me my little pop of gold. And I love that little hint. Then I have this stack of bowls that were my mother's. And they have the brown color. It's not as dark, but I think the deviation in color will be pretty because you can see it in the line of this pot. I love that. I think that's all this side needs. Let's move back to the other side. So you remember how I did the gold clock over there? I think I'm going to move this over ever so slightly, just like I did this side. These are my favorite. I love these. I love the little bells on the top. And I think I'm just going to put them right there. Yes, love that. Then I moved this over, so it gave me my small piece there. So I think this is gonna work. I really like the look of this, but I think I wanna add, I have some more pieces of this really pretty white flower, and I think I'm just gonna add whimsies of that here and on the opposite side. So we're gonna move up top to my top shelves. I may not video while I'm getting up and down on the ladder because it's probably not very pretty, but I am going to show you that I do want to mix in my brown pieces up there. I'm going to be very careful of what I mix up there. I don't want something that's very sentimental up there. If it could fall and break, it would break my heart. So I picked this piece up yesterday. It's got a variation of all the colors. There's no stamps on the bottom, but I do love it. And I think I'm going to put that on this far end. Wow, the way these browns pop off this blue wall. It's so pretty. Pulley and my picture, and I thought a terracotta pot, which kind of mimics all these colors, just for a pop of greenery. That's it. I already have my pulley on this side, so I think I'm just going to add this pot to kind of mimic the other side. And I have another piece of greenery that I'm going to mix in as well. It's like I need something right here. You see that spot right there? What can I put there? I have this smaller crock, and I think the bright white in the corner might be just what I need. And I love it. And I like to push things on my shelf, so I don't like them straight across. I like them zigzag. So not only do I do this way, but I do this way on the shelf, if that makes sense. I'm going to drop down below and just decorate the tops of my wooden pieces with you guys, just so I can show you what I'm referring to. I'm just going to place this in the back just to give it some dimension from the blue. And I have this large, I bought this yesterday, thought it was a very good price. Still haven't gotten the price tag on it. They taped it. Look how crazy. I don't like it when they put tape on pottery. You could really mess it up that way. But it came off without a scar. That's good. But I just want to add, show you what I'm talking about. So I'm pulling this out to the outside. This is back. So it's like you're layering your pieces in. And I think it really adds dimension. So then I have a wooden jar, and I'm going to put that kind of up front, and then, you know, I could go back out. But what I'm showing you is I do zigzag my pieces in and out to give it some dimension. Also, to add dimension, I do use books. I love the green, and look at the gold on this. So when I have a countertop on here, it will look very pretty. But just to have some variation, you can see that I put a plate under this piece just to give it some more texture. Always layer your texture. So on my coffee table, I wanted something, I had this on here, and I love it on here. It's got a little hint of blue, so I love that. And then the khaki color kind of mimics the crocks on the other side behind you. And Bear's gonna sit right here so y'all can see him. But I had this on here, and I love it. It just brings in another element. It's solid, so it gives me a firm foundation. But then I wanted to add one of my crocks. And then I thought, what if, to add in some blue, these are my mother's plates. And I thought I would just add in a little blue. And then I thought, what if I put greenery in here? I have this really pretty fern. I'm just going to stick it in there, and it's just going to be very free flowing. But then I need something up here. Another element, a frame, an old inexpensive wooden frame, but I need more blue. So I brought in another one of my mother's saucers. Oh, it fits. And then bring in my gold bunnies. I wish that I had a doily just to drape in here, but I could not find one. But the more layers and texture that you add to a vignette, the better it will look, I promise you. But I am gonna add some of these plates to the mantle area, and then I'm gonna take you off the stand and show you guys. You know what? I forgot one thing. I bought this yesterday. It's a little teapot in the brown, and I think I'm gonna put that back there. Oh my gracious, that is so cute. Yes, I love the way this mantle turned out. Like I said, I did add in some of my mother's coffee cups and her china pieces because it just added that hint of blue. And I'm gonna slowly pan up so you can see the upper shelves. And I just love this brown. I tell you, I have struggled moving into this house with all of the dark pieces that they chose to do with, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So this tile has been like my demon, and I've not liked it. And I think if I clean it up really good and put a sealer on it, it would be a little more shinier and it would make sense with all my brown pieces. Y'all, please tell me that I'm doing this right, because I don't want to pay to have new tile put in. I just don't. And so I'm trying to embrace and make it pretty again. But this mantle area, I love all the brown. And I kind of wanted to show you how I would style the two side pieces. So pretty. I did add this little pine cone on either side. It may look kind of Christmassy, so I may take them off, but I thought the brown was so pretty. But I do need to put them up. But let me back up so y'all can get a full-on view of our mantle area. I love how this turned out. Love collecting this new brown ware and the crock ware. So I just love it. And once again, you can see the tile really does make sense now. Love this area. Can't wait to finish up my counters and the countertops. But let me show you the coffee. So once again, there's front and center. But my coffee table area turned out really pretty. I almost forgot my beautiful little teapot. I found that yesterday. Thought it was really stinking cute. And I'll just back up and let y'all see. We just got a new recliner. My husband and I like to sit closer together. So we had individual recliners, and I think I like this better. But I'm loving this blue. And Bear's little toys out. Sorry about that. But I love this room. So glad y'all could join me today. I hope y'all have an awesome weekend.
I see you in everything. You're working it all out for me. Oh, what can I do but sing and give to you all the glory? You put all my fears to rest. I bring to you my anxiety. Oh, I am forever blessed. Your passion is always chasing me. You are maker of all things. You are lover of all beings. My Redeemer, bearing all my pain. You are Jesus, and I love to sing your name. I see you in everything, such kindness in my own soul.